Yellow diamonds in the light.
All right, a little tidbit as a health teacher. This is what we're learning today, our little segment. Finding out your target heart rate. How are you going to do that? Take your max heart rate minus your age. So 220 minus your age gives you your maximum heart rate. Then to get your target heart rate, you're going to take that number, so whatever that number becomes, multiplied by 0.60 is your minimum target heart rate, and then multiply the same number by 0.80, and that becomes your maximum. So for a 15-year-old, their heart rate is like 123 to 165. For a 14-year-old, they are 124 to 165 if you round it up. So it's really close, right? And then mine was like 98 to 126. I was like, oh, good. Now that I'm older, my target heart rate is not as high. So here we go. Health teacher info. It's a little chilly today, but let's get our daily 50 on, get a chair or a kitchen counter, and lean diagonally here. And then go forward 10. You're gonna do 5 separate cycles of 10 each. So we have 3, go down as low as you can. I can feel it today. 4, 5, 6, try to like make sure that the chair doesn't move. 7, 8, 9, and 10, and it's moving. All right, and then we're gonna do our squats, and we're gonna sit down, go down as low as you can go without overextending your knees. 3, 4, I'm gonna go get the weights. 5, each time you can do just something else. You can do like, you can do a squat and a kick out, squat and a kick out. My left doesn't go as high as the right. Here we go. The other thing you can do is get your weights, and then you're doing your squat, and you come down, and then you go up, and you squeeze the glutes. Down, and then up, and squeeze the glutes. So whichever way you want to do that, do 10. And lunges, where I like to do 5 each side. So front, my knees are crackety. 4, 5, now I'm gonna do the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry you can't see my whole legs there. Kind of balancing up against the projector. And then the next time around, do the back lunges, okay? All right, we're gonna do 10-second wall plank. This is a modified wall plank. All right, I'm gonna watch the clock. Starting 5 seconds. Lean in, squeeze the glutes, hold in the abs. Okay, that's 10 seconds. Now you're gonna do your wall sit. Try to get it 90 degree. Okay, I'm watching the clock. We're just gonna do 10 seconds, and you feel it in the quads. And then, so that's your daily 5, and you do it 4 more times throughout the day, or just continue doing this right now. So Transformation Tuesday. Here's a slide from today's lesson. So slow walking, 3 to 4 days a week, 15 to 30 minutes, like walking your dog. Sometimes your dogs walk fast though, right? Then maybe here we go into the faster dog gives you the moderate walking. Brisk walking, 3 to 5 days a week, 30 to 40 minutes. And walking hills, maintaining, oh, look at that. Making progress, maintaining, here's your beginner stage. So you make, you don't start off over here, you start down here, you work your way up as you get better and better. Quote of the day, fitness is not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than the person that you used to be. live.better.org in the UK. Isn't that a great quote? Fitness is not about being better than somebody else. It's about being better than you used to be. Go out there and make a difference today. Transformation Tuesday. Good morning. All right, you never see me in a workout tank top. And I thought, okay, one time I'm going to do this. And so you can see probably like maybe where my, which I didn't think I had body dysmorphia, but I am always like looking at my excess skin and wanting to do something about it. Yeah, I probably will seek therapy just to make sure that whenever I do have surgery that I'm going to be happy with it. But like even with my hernia repair, and I thought I was getting a fleur-de-lis too, like just by chance. But then I saw another surgeon last Monday in the same office, and he was saying, he's like, he saw how, this part is nice and tight. And then he showed the ladies in the office, he's like, oh, see, this is what happens when you need to have a fleur-de-lis. So from here down, it's nice and tight. But look at, I feel like it reminds me of my great-grandma's stomach. I'm just saying, like, I know everybody, was worse without that. But so I have like fat right here inside, but I think it's like normal, right? Like, I don't even, it's like learning what is normal. What is normal? What does our normal anatomy look like? The incision goes up to here, and this actually has like an area that looks like my old incision from my gastric bypass, because when I had gastric bypass, it was like from here to here. I have this little fold, they call it a dog ear, that I'm supposed to be like massaging out to flatten it out. And then I got a new belly button. My old belly button was like right in here, and that got pulled down. This part got pulled up, and then they removed all the excess skin from here. So that part's nice and tight. I just wish that, so the surgeon that's from France, he said he could take off this much more. And that would be like, sounds to me like a real fleur-de-lis. So I think maybe my doctor, since he was reconstructive, he was limited on how much he could take. I was lucky, insurance covers panelectomy for my plan. But, I look at the laxity, and he's like, this laxity, yeah, I can surgically have it done. But I do have a 10 by 10 mesh, and I don't want anything to be messed up. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I'm more concerned about other things, so that I'm not going to be going around. You're not going to see me working out in these tank tops. Like, that's just not going to happen. But if I were to get a lift, this could technically be brought up here, and it would tighten it out. I still have this, and I guess you would have that unless you did like some kind of lipo, but that's okay. I don't feel like I need that. And oh well, if I have, maybe I was thinking, like, I asked him, like, hey, if I work out, can I tighten this up some more? And he kind of seemed like it was a no, but could I get a 6-pack or a 4-pack? All right, so we're gonna do the daily 50. And so I'm looking at getting, I have a lot of excess skin, the arms. So here I'll flex my muscles, and this side is not as bad as this side. This side's the worst side. Even has, a lot around here. This would have to be a little lipo, I think, because there's like, you could feel thickness in here, right? So they had me pose with my arms like this, front and back. And then there's, the side area that's really saggy. And so could do a brachio, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I just forgot what it's called. Is it brachioplasty? So the arms, and then they would do it extended down to include this excess skin right here. Because in the summertime you can rub and get rashes, just like here you can get rashes underneath the skin, because if this is holding me up in here, like there's not much there, but whenever this is not here, it is droopy and it comes down to like the waist level. This is a surprise of support bra, right? And I told him I don't want implants. I spent my whole life in a D cup. I would rather just be small. If it were considered a B, I'd be happy with B, but because I don't think it'd be an A. But anyway, and then he said later if he lipoed my knees, then they could insert after doing the lift, they could insert fat in there later if I wanted to. I don't know if I'm going to do all that, but we're going to see first what I can get covered. This will lighten up and fade. And so far, you know, I feel like my scars look really, really good. I don't know if you could see, but look at that. It's so low you can't even see. I'm like, where's my scar? Way down here. So not something that I even have to worry about, right? But it's really light and it's really thin. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get a workout on. But I have found some sleeves that'll be really good for the summertime. And it's so funny, you know, when I lean forward, you don't see, I guess. So here's like, you know, imagine, you know, being a teacher, and if I were wearing a sleeveless, as soon as you lean forward, you see all the laxity, right? Like you, and the more folds, like you can see here, this side's worse. There's a lot of that right there. My arms got really big when I was over 300. So, yeah. And my sister's gonna get it done too. She's gonna beat me. She's gonna get hers done in April. So we're gonna keep building up these biceps and work on the triceps to try. And I found these sleeves on Amazon. I saw these people working out, and they have little thumb holes too. So they're on Amazon. If you'd like the link, I can set that up for you. All right, so we're gonna do our daily 50. We got the countertop here. Squeeze in that little flub. No. All right, ready?
Rooster fighting in the area, and there's many people that are paying roosters for fighting purposes, and I wouldn't want that to be a reality.